Hi, and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to explore an event from our dark history and do a painting inspired from this story with acrylic. The event in question is called the Dancing Plague, and it occurred in the summer of 1518 in Strasbourg, along the Rhine River, in what is now France. It all began when a lone woman named Mrs. Trophia came out of her house and started dancing for several days. The same irresistible urge swept through dozens more in a week. The local doctors blamed the dancing on hot blood. The heat of the weather was thought to have caused the blood to heat up, causing people to react in a crazy way. They thought the affliction would wear itself out, but they had to be kept dancing. The town hired musicians to keep the party going. Unfortunately, this decision substantially increased the number of people afflicted by this disease. Although the historical records of the dancing plague are often spotty, surviving reports give us a glimpse into this unusual outbreak. According to one report, at the peak of the dancing plague, as many as 400 people danced in the streets. The chaos continued for some 2 months, causing people to faint and sometimes even perish from heart attacks, strokes, and exhaustion. The council adopted an entirely different approach from its original attitude after it became obvious that the dancing plague would not end soon. They decided that the infected have been suffering from holy wrath, and so penance was imposed on the city, including a ban on music and public dancing. The delirious dancers were eventually taken to a shrine dedicated to Saint Vitus in a cave on the hills of Saverne. There, the dancers' bruised feet were placed into red shoes before they were led around with a wooden figurine of the saint. After several weeks, the dancing miraculously came to an end. But it was still unclear whether any of these measures helped, or what caused the plague. It is important to note that the dancing plague of 1518 was neither the first nor the last, but it is the most documented. It is, however, unclear as to why or how this happened. Modern physicians agree that this type of frantic dancing is almost physically impossible to maintain for days, weeks, and months on end. The ingestion of hallucinogenic fungus ergot, which normally grows in wheat and rye, is the most common explanation. However, scientists aren't sure how people could dance non-stop for weeks at a time, as ergot's hallucinogenic effects generally last only for a day or two. Another more likely culprit is angel's trumpet, which, after ingestion, has been noted to cause most of the symptoms experienced in the dancing plague. Some symptoms include disorientation, hyperactivity, delirium, motor restlessness, incoherent thought, fever, illusions, alternating levels of consciousness, and audiovisual disassociation. However, there is no real consensus in any of these theories. Many have agreed to pin it down to generic mass hysteria affecting the psyche, with no actual physical cause, but the historical proof isn't substantial. While our science may be better, and we know more than we used to, the dancing plague of 1518 will likely remain a mystery forever. I hope you enjoyed this video and learnt more about our strange and dark history. Let me know what you think about the painting and if there is another event from history you would like me to paint. Leave your comments down below. Thank you for watching. See you in my next video.